Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Swaghar and Eon on Honorgrounds, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Swaghar from PsyX. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Eon from Rival Gaming. As you can tell, my voice is basically back at this point. I took a day off from casting, a day off from work, slept for about 16 hours, and I'm feeling much, much better today. Thank you for asking. So a PvZ here at the High Masters level for you today, as you can tell by the thumbnail of this cast. I hope the new thumbnails help you choose which ones you want to watch and which ones you do not. But if you'd like to watch every one of my casts, then I sincerely thank you and wonder how much time you have in your day. Alright, so Extractor Pool here from Eon. Interesting, this is the first ZVP in a while that I haven't seen a Zergo hatch first. Wonder if he's planning to be super aggressive with Lings or something. Swaghar walling off with his gateway. There's the assimilator. Let's see if he goes for a cybernetics core or does try to expand off the back of this. I don't see anything happening quite yet. He did saturate his assimilator, and now he does have a choice whether to go for cyber core or whether to expand. And again, based on the fact that he has, well, I don't know, he has about the same where he could go for the cyber core right now if he wanted to, or pop out there and go for the Nexus. He's staying inside the main though. Positioning says cyber core, but mineral count says Nexus. And there we go. Cyber core popping up there. Interestingly enough, warping out a Zealot. Perhaps, oh, did he scout? Hang on. He did scout. Oh, his probe scouted the Lings coming. What a great move. This is why you scout, because these Lings are coming across the map. If you had gone Nexus there, if Swaghar had gone Nexus there, I'm not sure he would have been able to hold this many Lings hitting across the map here. So just to be better safe than sorry, he went ahead, threw a bob, as LOTV calls it, in that position. I don't know where these probes are trying to go. Probes, no. Go back to work. They have a bad rally. What's going on? Swaghar, no. This is going to cause you some problems later on. Immediately getting Warp Gate. Research, the Lings are just about here. And again, the most Swaghar could have at this point if it went for a Nexus before Cyber Core would be a couple Zealots or an Adept. Okay, these probes are killing me. Swaghar, no. Swaghar, get there. Get two Zealots and probes are fighting. Are they just here to fight? I don't know that you need all these probes, too. You got two Zealots against, essentially, is that 6 Lings? That is 6 Lings. I think Bob and Bob, too, can handle themselves just fine here. But look, not expanding at all is Eon. Is he going Baneling Nest? He's going one base Baneling bust with Speedlings. Mothership Core is here. 2 Zealots and an Adept are here. They're not breaking up that ramp. These Lings desperately want to, but they are not until maybe they have Banelings. He is expanding now. Eon's expanding into a safe location. Swaghar still has the ability to expand back here at this Nexus, which again is safe. Oh, and he is doing it. And he is doing it. Lings cannot get up here unless they're the Banelings that can jump from the Heart of the Swarm campaign, which I'm sure any Protoss players that played the Heart of the Swarm campaign said, oh, thank all of it is good and holy in this world that jumping Banelings do not exist on ladder, because I think I would have an aneurysm. That's what the Protoss players told themselves. But they were fun. They were fun in the campaign for sure. If you chose that upgrade. I think the other upgrade was Banelings that when they exploded, they split into 2 smaller Banelings that then further exploded. That was really good too. I think I played through that campaign twice, and once I chose one and once I chose the other. Either way, Eon is down 24 to 15 Harvesters, but if you can do some damage with these Banelings and these Lings, this could be a bad time for Swaghar. He's got an Adept and 2 Zealots. I don't know if this is enough. He's going Twilight Council and another Gateway. There's a second assimilator up here as well. I'd feel better maybe with Photon Overcharge. The Mothership Core here to see what is going on. Banelings are starting to waddle on up here. Mothership, good up. You need Photon Overcharge. Mothership Core, stop worrying about these Lings. Get up to this ramp. Banelings walking right on in, and these Zealots are toast! And the Pylon's dead as well. Lings, Banes here inside the main base. Probes are forced to fight for their own lives. Adepts getting surrounded, trying to kill as much as they can. They are doing okay, but still there are a bunch of Lings still here in production. 14 Lings for Eon. He wants to finish this thing up, and he wants to finish it up right this very second. Photon Overcharge finally shows up from the Mothership Core. Lings coming down to this natural base for Swaghar, getting almost a full surround on that Nexus, but okay, maybe like a 50% surround. So not a full surround, but regardless, Lings, Eon, I feel like if he had these Lings to get up there, if you just made these Lings, they need to be attacking right now, Eon. Get on up there. Lings going after individual probes here inside the main base. Mothership Core has enough to Photon Overcharge, but not in range. These Lings, there's only 2 of them remaining. Dude, Zerglings, Speedlings, get up there and assist. This is not a full wall off right now. Oh, that might have been the game. There they are, but they're too late. They are too late. I get the feeling like Swaggar is going to clean this thing up, like he's going to wall off right about there, at least have more Photon Overcharge. available. He is, I mean, it's 13 to 16 harvesters. So once again, keep in mind, in order to do this, Eon had to cut a lot of drones. And so no, you're not desperately behind. You're not ridiculously behind at this point as the Protoss player, but you need to wall this thing off because there are a million speedlings coming. A hajillion speedlings wandering their way on up. This is bad. This is so bad for Swaghar. Going for this pylon that is powering 2 gateways and a Twilight Council and a Cybernetics Core. Excellent decision there. Bam. No more production for you, but 4 Adepts get in just in time. Get a full surround. No, the Lings are chased away by that Photon Overcharge. Going to try to get some more shots off on this Nexus. Going to go perhaps for the stutter step move here. I don't know. Oh, 2 Adepts get split off from the group, though. They're getting massacred with a surround on these Lings. More Lings coming in from Eon as well. Everything on the ground is getting absolutely massacred right now. I don't know if Swaghar can hold this natural base. Mothership Core is up to 5 kills, but needs to hit faster and needs to hit harder, but she can't. But she can't do that. I think maybe taking out the pylons is the right thing to do here if you're Eon. I don't know, but either way, Adept Probe pretty good at dealing with this small number of Lings that remains. Going after this pylon that's under construction, trying to repower the stuff that lost power previously, and oh, they don't manage to get it. I thought they would. Just small groups of Lings coming in now. Eon's spending his money pretty well, but he's just not having big enough groups of Lings to make a difference. I feel like Swaghar has stabilized a little bit as groups of 3 and 4 Lings do waltz in here, get hit by Mothership Core, get hit by Probes, get hit by Adepts as well. This is a bigger group. What is that, about 8? About 8 Lings moving on up here. I feel like Swaghar really needs to wall off again. He just keeps letting Lings run back into his main base. It's not looking good again in this mineral line. How many probes have died? 18 probes have died. 54 Lings have lost their lives at the same time. Lings going after this pylon. Can the Adepts save it? Yes, they at least chase the Lings away. Mothership Core Adept here to protect the 2 probes here. The natural Adept holding her own against the oncoming horde. She has 13 kills, 14 kills on that Adept. Hero Adept, ladies and gentlemen, some Banelings from Eon trying to morph into the very back corner of this main base for Swaghar, and that is actually an amazing hiding place. They are just, he must have done this on this map before. Yeah, Protoss can't see that. Cannot see that. The Banelings are wandering into this mineral line, the main mineral line for Swaghar. I don't see any reaction time whatsoever. Nope, there's the explosion. 23 dead probes. It is now 18 to 24 total harvesters. Eon seems to have ceased his campaign of aggression against his opponent. He's got 24 workers up. He's throwing up spore crawlers. I mean, I don't want to say blindly because you know your opponent doesn't have a Stargate. I guess there could be a Dark Shrine coming up right now. He did see the Twilight Council, but that seems a little bit hasty to go Spore Crawler right at that point. He's got a bunch of Roaches as well. I don't know if I agree with this. Roaches aren't that great against Adepts, as it turns out, but he's moving out. He's moving out with those Roaches anyway. He does not have a lair. His injects are pretty good. About 30 energy on that one Queen, 4 on the other one. That's actually fairly impressive to this point. APM for these players, 167 for Swaghar, 191 for Eon. And a couple of Adepts split up from their comrades, get chased down by these Roaches. Well, I mean, chased down. The Roaches are not actually faster than the Adepts. They can't quite do that. Ling's getting caught at a bigger group of Adepts, though, and Swaghar decides it is time to go home. A bunch of Lings and Roaches are coming up right now. There's a bit more of a wall here for Swaghar. He's got a replacement pylon at the top of that ramp. He's got sentries. He's got an Adept there as well. Ling's trying to pick off individual Adepts as they're trying to just go back home. Again, Ling's pretty good. Pretty good in this situation. Sonic transfer their way back home. They don't have to open that wall because, again, Sonic transfer through units. And a bunch of them do make it safe back to their homeland. Another pylon coming up. He's worried. Oh, it's Ravager. Corrosive Bile's not quite taking down that Mothership Core, but they're going for it regardless. Walking right up this ramp. Going after pylons. Corrosive Bile's landing on top of everything. One pylon almost down. Another Corrosive Bile landing. Trying to kill that Mothership Core. Can't quite get it. Adepts on the high ground. Force fields going down. Roaches at the bottom cannot quite attack this. Mothership Core is still not dead. 10 hit points to her name. And there's the Photon Overcharge. What a big play. Oh, finally gets taken down by a Corrosive Bile. Ling's running up here as well. Eon really wants to go up this ramp, and I'd never see this work well for Zerg against Protoss. You try to get up there. There are force fields. I mean, I guess with Ravagers, I haven't seen it tried much, but either way, that pylon does fall. There are 3 more pylons here. 4 more pylons back here. Ravagers just trying to kill everything they possibly can. Corrosive Bile's landing being dodged pretty ably there by Swaghar. Some Lings getting it cleaned up fairly handily as well. Corrosive Bile's going after pylons as best as they can, trying to take down that Cybernetics Core. They're going to get it. No Cyber Core. Oh, snap. That means no more Stalkers, no more Sentries. Void Ray coming in, though. Oh, where did he get that Stargate? He did make a Stargate. Okay, so a little bit early, right? A little bit early on that Spore Crawler. but apparently not a terrible erroneous idea. Crosabile's trying to kill that Mothership Core. Nice dodge, and here is the Void Ray. Void Ray says, what do I go after? This Overlord? These Ravagers that are running away? I guess the Overlord is the slowest thing. I can probably take it down. This is, hey, and an Oracle coming in. Alright, so should we name this Oracle? Let's name this Oracle. I mean, it's not early game, but we'll name it anyway. This is the Oracle Muad'Dib, which is from the book Dune, which I read for the first time about 1.5 years ago. A lot more mystical, like mysticism than I expected. I thought it would be more sci-fi, but it's definitely more like magic and visions and fortune-telling and things like that. So they're planning on making that into, is it a movie or a miniseries? Something, I did see some news about that the other day. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think with the graphic abilities today from TV and movies, who can make something that would be worthy of the book, as there are a lot of graphical, like a lot of visual things that I think were hard to do back in the 60s and 70s when this originally came out. So we'll see how that is. Anyway, this is Muad'Dib. It is she who is prophesied, as she's an oracle, to unite the clans, etc., etc. All right, so here she comes. We'll see what damage she can get done here. Again, Spore Crawlers have been out for about 5 minutes now, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, 2 Spore Crawlers at the natural. How's the main look as well? There's a queen. There's actually not a Spore Crawler at the main. That's interesting. Third base as well is done. No drones here to kill, but there's a queen to shoo her away. So good scout, if nothing else, out of Muad'Dib. And scouting out a third base of his own is Swaghar. What do we got? What do we got here? Come on. Oh, I did want to mention that Swaghar actually started his own YouTube channel. I've got a link to it in the description here if you want to go check it out. He's got some graphics done by Xlorin, who's the person who did my graphical work on my channel. So for nothing else, go see what that looks like. See what his intro is. See if his casting is quality. Decide for yourselves. But yeah, should be a good time. There cannot, I mean, at this point in the StarCraft 2 world, can't have too many StarCraft 2 casters, is what I say. Oracles do pick off a couple drones here at this third base. Going after this queen as well. Queen run. No, dead. Completely dead. Spore Crawler under construction at the third base, but not done yet. Hydra's popping out, though. Yikes. Hydra transition for Eon. Excellent decision. Excellent decision against the Void Ray, against the Oracles that you saw there. Although Robotics Facility coming in, just now finishing for Eon. So whether that's going to be an Immortal. So Immortals, I don't know, Immortal against Ravager Hydra. I don't have a good feeling about that. Also with the Adept count we have against the Hydras. Templar Archives warping in for Swaghar. Storm going to be a thing for sure in just a couple of minutes now. Well, I mean, not a couple of minutes. It's kind of a long upgrade. But Lurker Den coming up for Eon. Man, he's recovering well from not killing the Protoss player early on. I mean, I guess when you kill 23 probes, you're going to be pretty much okay, right? This Oracle is trying to pick off drones, but that Spore Crawler is well placed here at the third base. Oracle's forced to retreat. Creep spread actually extending from the natural base up to this gold fourth potential base. A big attack here from Eon coming at this third. There are Hydras, there are Ravagers. Can the Hydras attack is the question. I don't think they have the upgrade. No, it doesn't look like they have the Muscular Augments upgrade, giving them that extra range. And you're just kind of attacking in piecemeal right now. I don't know. Hydras, get involved, man. Let's do this thing. Yeah, Crosabile's trying to hit. Oh, getting some shots off on that Void Ray. Lings in the front. That's exactly what you need here. Hydras, Ravagers doing so well against this Gateway army. Void Ray, I don't know that Swaghar can hold this. Eon being a little bit too cautious, I feel like. What's he worried about? Photon overcharge, I suppose. That is a concern. There is Zealot Legs coming in for Swaghar as well. Lurker Den just about to complete. I think the Hydras might just be waiting for their time to turn into Lurkers before they attack. I mean, they want to stay alive, which is why Eon's keeping them in the back right now. Crosabile's, wow, taking out a bunch of Zealots that were warping in. That was an excellent use of Crosabile there from Eon. Beautiful job for sure. It's 52 to 37 Harvesters, though. Swaghar's up very nicely in worker count. Crosabile trying to kill pylons. Regular attacks trying to kill pylons. Can't quite do it, bringing them down into the reds. I don't see anything exploding. There we go. One pylon does go down. Does not supply block Swaghar. However, Ravager's doing this thing. All right, what do you got? Hydras, your Lurker Den is complete. It is time for Lurkers. 50, 100. He has enough for a bunch of Lurkers right now. It's time to morph it in if you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, Eon, you got to do it now. Is he just bringing the Hydras in for a regular attack? He is. There are some Archons in the mix now. That's pretty good. And the Charge Lots here at the same time. Coming to the backside, the Oracles trying to pick off a number of these Hydralisks. They are trying to hold it there, and they do. Oh, the Zealots right atop these Ravagers. The Roaches dying. The Hydras are all completely dead. Woo! Muad'Dib with 7 total kills to her name, and Eon is in full retreat right now. Absolutely running for his very life. Ravager tries to stay and fight, dies. Roach tries to stay in fight, dies. There is no blue on the top left side of this map. Swaghar is in complete control of this game. 55 to 45 Harvesters, 102 to 78 total supply. Has that lead. And does not want to give it up. More Hydras. There we go. Hydras now moving into Lurkers. I just feel like that would have been a better engagement. Better engagement for Eon if he'd made those into Lurkers first. Or at least 5 or 6 of them into Lurkers, right? Take out that ground army. And leave maybe some Hydras for the Void Ray and for the Oracle. But didn't do it. Didn't make that decision. We'll see if that comes back to bite him. 4th hatch coming in for Eon. Very nicely done. I would have liked to see that expansion a little bit sooner, as the Protoss has been on 3 bases for a while now, but I don't know. I think he's going to be okay. His macros proved him to be pretty awesome, actually. He's kept his money fairly low for most of the game, except when saving up for a whole bunch of Lurkers and Hydras and things. Swaghar decides it is time for me to be on the offensive. I've got Charge Lots with +1 attack. I've got Archons. I have Immortals. I have some Templar here as well. Do they have Storm? No. Why would you have... I guess for feedback, maybe. I mean, feedback's good against Overseers, but, I mean, that's about it. Unless he's worried about Vipers, which I guess at this point in the game is a possibility. Oh, passing in the night. Eon moving up. Moving up to the top left corner along a different path than Swaghar is taking. The armies are on different corners, and this is a big map. I don't know. The decision-making is going to be interesting here because Swaghar is going to find pretty much no opposition whatsoever when waltzing into this side of the map. And the same thing for Eon's army. There's a Mothership Core here, and that is approximately it. So here we are, simultaneous attacks. This is turning into a base race, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Swaghar sending some units back, leaving his Archons alone, but no, too many Lings. Too many Lings to defend their Lurkers setting up at this 3rd base of Swaghar. Probes running for their lives. Swaghar's army is a little bit undecided right now. He's got some Archons attacking. He's got some Zealots in there too. Finally, he says, all right, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Everybody is moving out. The Zealots are coming back home. Probes running for their lives to the bottom left corner. Does have enough to make another Nexus there. Some Lurkers burrowing on the 4th base of Swaghar. Probes trying to go to the wrong place. Where are you going, Probes? Walking right past this army, getting massacred here at the 3rd of Swaghar. Now to go up this ramp, says Eon. Main base for Protoss is sitting here inside the main base. Main army of Protoss is sitting in the main base of Eon. Lurker Den getting focused down first of all, then the hatchery, then the spawning pool, then the banelings, then the brewlings. Everybody is falling apart so fast. Protoss DPS is really, really good, you guys. Really good in these situations, especially with Archons doing that bonus damage to everything biological, which, guess what? That counts as buildings as well. Lurkers coming into the main base, burrowing themselves where they can do the most possible damage. Here to hit the Stargate and a Pylon and some probes and the Nexus and Extractors all at the same time. But the natural base where the lair is for Eon is getting eviscerated as well, just evaporating. Explosions, fireworks. A drone accidentally found this bottom left base by Swaghar. He was trying to expand here. They both had the exact same idea. Alright, so basically the main and the natural of Eon are completely dead. The main base of Swaghar is dead, and the natural is starting to go down as well. It looks like Swaghar is winning this base race thus far. There's a single hatchet. There's 4th for Eon on the bottom left. He does have a hatchery in the top right that is under construction right about now. Production tab is looking like Nexus hatchery is about it for these players. There's no way they can save what was left of their main or their natural. Swaghar has about 17 probes in this bottom left corner, which is going to help him immensely. Eon only has 4 drones remaining. 4. Holy shamoly. Alright, so it looks like our Zerg player in a bit of trouble. He does have the Lurkers, though, and the Lurkers are going to do really well in this situation. Especially, okay, there are 2 observers. Whew. Swaghar doing a good job keeping 2 observers with his army, so that's excellent. Any overseers? Yes, there are overseers from Eon. Alright, if he can get in here with his hiders and pick off those observers and then allow the Lurkers to go to work, I think he has a great spot. A great chance to win this game. I don't like leaving buildings if you're Eon, but I understand the urgency to come down and take down this 4th base and this army that is protecting it in the bottom left. Moving south is Eon. How are his upgrades looking? He's got +1 missile attack. That's pretty good. Is it +1 ground? +2 ground for Swaghar. Burrowing on the ramp. Overseers there as well. 1 Lurker dies immediately. Good focus down there. The other Lurkers are burrowed at the bottom. They're trying to siege forward just a little bit, and they know they cannot allow their Protoss player to build back up at this position. He's at 17 to 6 worker discrepancy. He will build up very nicely. Lurkers are here daring Swaghar to come down this ramp and deal with them. He has no disruptors. He doesn't want to go down there. He's going to lose these pylons at the top of the ramp. Gone. And supply blocked. I don't think he has any gateways to make any new units anyway. So that's just fine. Alright, so Lurkers need to be very patient right now. and slowly move up this ramp. There we go. Swaghar being patient as well. Doesn't want to go down that ramp is what he doesn't want to do. Another pylon explodes for Swaghar. This is a very tense situation. Lurker burrowing on the high ground, all by himself, getting focused down, but so many spines backing him up. He is not dead. He is not dead. Hydralisk's trying to do this thing back up to the safety of the Lurkers. Going for it is Swaghar. Oh, the Archon's doing terrible, terrible damage at this position and walking down the ramp. Not where he wants to be. There are 4 Lurkers, but so much more is left here for Swaghar. Does he have observers in the sky? I don't know if I see them. Did he lose those? Oh, no. He lost his observers. Oh, he's making a forge. He's making a forge. Oh, Eon must have done it. He must have picked off those observers. Swaghar wants some cannons so bad. Eon needs to move up this ramp before that happens. We have a couple adepts going to town on Eon's attempted expansion or a reestablishment of a new base here on the top right. All of his drones are... Nope, there are 6 drones remaining. I don't know where they are. Oh, here they are. They're moving across the map. They must have hatched out of eggs from larvae that are still around somewhere in the bottom right. Yeah, Eon, I think your time is limited. There's a cannon in production right now. It is in range of a Lurker, though, and it's going to die. There's the cancel. This one is not. The replacement is not within range of a Lurker, which is a great feeling. We're doing some... Are we warp prisming? Warp prisming? Overseer drops a changeling, trying to move on here to the main base, see what is up, and the answer is a lot of probes. Oh, gets killed by a probe. The indignity of it all. All right, come on, man. Lurkers, your time is up. Your time is up. The detection range on that cannon is much farther than its shooting range. It still can't see the Lurkers, which is a problem, but I think that if they move any closer, they will be spottable. Scouting around is the drone trying to see if there's anything else going on, and yes, Swaghar's taken the safe natural base for this bottom left starting location. This is a 4-base map, so you can start here in the bottom left and take a safe expansion there, which is very nice if you're trying to reestablish a base and you're kind of walled in because there are Lurkers here. Yeah, I mean, I think Swaghar, well, I don't know, it's 14 drones for Eon now. He's not doing terribly, but oh snap, here come a ton of Zealots to absolutely wreck this place. Plus 2 Zealots against Lings, blah, blah, some Warp Prism Micro. There at the same time. Run! Run, drones! You're in so much trouble. Oh, the hold position on the drones! The Zealots don't know to attack! Hold position on the Zealots. There we go. Now attacking as the drones are fighting back here. Picking up the wounded Zealots with the War Prism to keep them alive as long as possible. Good positioning on this drone. Or on this queen, rather, but she dead. She completely dead. Another Warp and another Zealot, and that's it. A good game! Good game out of Eon. Eon is defeated, and Swaghar is victorious. That was a good one. That was an action-packed Masters game. Down to the wire there as well. Again, base race, reestablishing new bases. Swaghar did a great job keeping his army alive, making Archons. Losing the observers was a problem, for sure, but he made a cannon soon after to make up for that. And then making sure that Eon could not rebuild by sending Zealot attacks at his attempt to expand as well. So, fantastic job by the Protoss getting the win. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.